So this here is the beautiful iPhone 5s, a device that was released a couple years back but still runs the latest operating system. So if you guys are wondering if you should go ahead and get the iPhone 5s in the year of 2017, then this video is right for you. So what is going on, guys? Apple Fox here, and just like I said, today we're gonna be taking a look at the iPhone 5s in 2017. So it was released back in September 2013 along with iPhone 5C, which was definitely not as successful as the 5S. Back then it was Apple's flagship smartphone, so let's take a look at some specs of this device. So it has 4-inch LED backlit IPS LCD screen with pixel density of 326 pixels per inch. It runs the dual-core 1.3 Ghz CPU with Apple A7 Chipset, and the RAM is 1 GB. The rear camera is 8 megapixels and is capable of capturing 1080p videos, and the secondary FaceTime camera is 1.2 megapixels and can record 720p videos. So these were some of the specs, but hey, it is Apple, and these things are on paper. I'm trying to say that even the latest iPhones don't have some astonishing specs compared to other Android smartphones that have a lot more powerful CPU on the paper, but Apple makes everything so synchronized that iPhones are faster in real-world tests, so don't focus on specifications too much. The design of iPhone 5s is very similar to iPhone 5 with some smaller changes, of course, but some people say it is the best design of an iPhone ever. I wouldn't say ever, but it's definitely very nice. It has a good build quality, it looks exactly like the latest iPhone SE. And also the mute switch on the side of the phone next to the volume buttons is something iconic, and for people coming from Android or any other platform, it will be something you can easily get used to. Not having to take out the phone out of the pocket to mute it is really convenient. Well, the iPhone 5s is a 64-bit device and it runs the latest version of iOS 10. So it has all of the features you can see on newer iPhones. All of those are present here as well, of course if the phone is able to support it. For example, the iPhone 5s doesn't have 3D Touch technology, so you can't expect to get the same 3D Touch features like in iPhone 7. iOS 11 next year will be supported as well, so you don't need to worry about the support of this device. When it came out, it was running the iOS 7 that brought the changed look of the apps and the user interface. The iPhone 5s is really responsive, even after all the years. It's not lagging in any case. It might take a little bit more to load something, but overall it's really good. It has a very nice display to look at, it has Gorilla Glass 2, and it offers nice viewing angles. As I said, the screen is 4 inches, 640 x 1136 pixels, and the screen to body ratio is about 60%. The display can get too bright. If you're gonna be using the auto brightness, you're gonna feel it on your own skin, but it can also get very dim in the low light. Besides that, the iPhone 5s was the first iPhone to have a working fingerprint reader on the home button. Every single iPhone after the 5s is using this technology, and it also started a trend where manufacturers started to implement the fingerprint sensor into their devices. The 5s uses the first generation of Touch ID, however, but it works pretty well. You can always unlock your phone when you need it. It may be a little slower than the second generation from iPhone 7, but the difference is not that huge. I made a video to compare and test out the speed of the first and second generation of Touch ID, so make sure to check it out. The link is in the description. Now, in terms of battery, it has 1560 mAh battery, which is not removable, of course, which claims to last up to 250 hours of standby time, up to 10 hours of talk time, and 40 hours of music play. If you're a too heavy user and you push on the phone too much, then you're probably not going to make it last the entire day, but some normal using can make it last the entire day. You can also enable low power mode to save some battery. The camera, as I said, is 8 megapixels. What's interesting though is that the camera is accompanied by double flash that makes low light photos look even more beautiful. In iPhone 5 we have seen only one flash, so another improvement there. Now I wanted to show you a couple of photos that I took with this iPhone 5s, and as you can see the quality is pretty good. I mean, for a phone that was released almost 4 years ago, it's definitely great. Back in the day, other smartphones had a lot more megapixels than this one, but it's not all about megapixels. It's like with the CPU, everything is on a paper, and in the real world, if it's optimized well, it's gonna run well, even if it doesn't have astonishing specs. The same thing going on here with the camera, so don't look only at megapixels. There are other important things like how well the light is processed and so on, so don't make megapixels your only criteria when choosing your smartphone. Do you know what's cool about this device? Well, it's the amount of available accessories. So everything like cases, covers, additional camera lenses, and pretty much everything is available on the market. You may think that this is how it used to be because the iPhone 5S is not the latest flagship anymore, but iPhone SE with the same body and dimensions has been released by Apple in 2016. So manufacturers still produce accessories for iPhone SE that fit with your iPhone 5S very well. And as we're talking about the SE, a lot of people may rather want to get the iPhone SE instead, which is definitely not a bad thing to do, but it's quite a bit more expensive. So I wanted to take a look at what you get with the SE when you decide to pay more. First of all, it is faster. You can actually think of it as an iPhone 6s in the body of 5s. It has better camera, it has 12 megapixels and the camera is overall better. The SE has 2GB of RAM and it also has slightly bigger battery, but it's not much of course. So should you buy the iPhone 5s in 2017? I think you should. I'm not trying to say that it's better than the iPhone 6 for example, but you can never make a mistake when you get this device. Of course, if you like the design and you're willing to pay more, then definitely grab the SE. But for the price, the 5s is really a bargain. I really hope you liked this video. Hopefully I could help you to decide which phone you want to get. For many people, the iPhone 5s is the first iPhone when switching from Android. So thanks a lot for watching, have a great day and see you next time.